The Opinionated Podcast. Got another great episode for you. Once again, my name is Jeezy. Peace. Got the big homie Jay Clem.
Peace.
Our beautiful sister Kiki, aka 45%.
95.
Also D Bass, aka Hidden Valley. And we got a special guest for us, CEO of the clothing brand Fam Forever.
What's up, man? What's up?
What's going on, man?
Welcome.
Thank y'all for having me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, all day after this episode, I guarantee you're going to want to come back.
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling energy already. You know.
We wow.
Can you book the next one?
Before, so I'm going to ask this question. This is going to determine if I'm going to turn your mic off. You a Cowboys fan?
Man, what'd you say? Man, say die hard.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, tell me, baby. Yeah, we got a room full of haters in here.
I was one of them kids.
Big haters. Y'all ain't getting
wishing,
nothing else.
I could put on that star.
Oh, shit. Spider? Shit.
Price just went up on the
Man, the homie Ufam brought us a gift, man. What you bring us, man?
Oh man, this I'm not a drinker, but this is the Ciroc VS very special French brandy. So my uncle, he said him and his wife had a nice little argument, that kind of led to a better argument. And they were drinking this, so I figured, man, hey, let me bring it up to the show. I think
Try a little bit of this here.
Yeah, that's what's
See
up.
what it's
man.
hitting for.
And for our viewers and our listeners, man, we got our little our plastic cups here, man.
And we gonna start drinking, so we apologize in advance.
Yeah.
Say anything out the way.
So if you part of the cancel culture, don't watch this shit.
Because we're canceling you, cancel
Right.
culture.
Yeah.
Boy, Jay Clem, I like they low already.
That shit good there,
Boy,
boy.
when he told you it hit you fast, boy, I feel good. Boy.
Yeah, that shit, yeah. That's good shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, smooth right
You
there.
gonna sleep good tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth for sure.
Gonna sleep good.
Beat them cheeks and then go to sleep. Go to sleep. Them cheeks and then go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
And you.
The valley won't be hidden no more.
Finding that motherfucker.
So that means I can get another upgrade?
Yeah, you getting something.
I'm Another one?
Some kind of upgrade, but it ain't gonna be that.
Oh.
Yeah, my wife told me she was putting the kids to sleep early tonight.
So it's okay.
Oh man.
So I told her the shit in at 6, so we
Make sure you ready.
we'll be ready. We'll be ready.
Seems
Yeah.
like I'm ready.
Say now, shit, I'm getting hot now.
Oh,
Yeah, drinking that shit out of this goddamn hoodie off.
Yeah. So what's up, man? Tell us about what you got going on, brother.
Man, first off, thank y'all for having me.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I
Most
appreciate you guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Energy, you know what I'm saying? It's great energy you guys have. So,
I appreciate it.
but fam, and me, well, first off, it started off really with a lot of people wanted me to be a personal trainer, but I really wasn't passionate about that. My older brother, he passed away when I was my freshman year in college. My freshman year in college, it was Valentine's Day 2011. My background is pretty much football. People ask me, "Hey, what do you hear? What do you major in?" Football. I majored in football. Actually, communications. But I was a full-time athlete growing up. Pee Wee, converted over to middle school, high school. And graduated from Mansfield Timberview. And to be honest, man, I ain't probably shouldn't tell y'all my GPA over the air, you know what I'm saying? So, probably when we cut the mics off, I'll let y'all know. But
I graduated at 2.3. Don't worry. I didn't care about no school.
hey, man, don't worry. Mine was worse than that. So we gonna say that. But yeah, I was actually blessed to actually get into Perry View. Actually went down to Perry View with one of my friends who was already signed.
Okay.
And just so happened to have my highlight tape on me. Long story short, it was spring break. The spring break. So we're going down there catching the game, the environment, everything like that. And man, I'm just looking around, man, you gonna love it. Man, it's palm trees, these buildings new, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you gonna love it here, man. And I ended up actually walking away with a scholarship, you know what I'm saying? It was a blessing.
Already.
So but my big brother, he was always, my biggest supporter, my biggest support system, I should say. He was born with Char syndrome. So I guess there's opportunity to kind of bring awareness to that situation. You got to forgive me if I'm kind of stumbling a little bit. It's actually my first time on the mic, so
No,
you
you
good, bro. It's all right.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
good.
It's all right.
But this actually brings, I guess a chance for me to kind of bring awareness to Charge syndrome. Most people you've probably seen a child before, born with their lip and their nose combined. You know what I'm saying? That's a cleft lip and palate.
Yeah.
That's a trait of Charge syndrome. Scoliosis, heart murmur. A lot of kids, might be
My
born with
niece.
a
Yeah.
So unless it's like an isolated, diagnosis or isolated illness, sometimes, if they have multiple, if they have all, they have this trait and that trait, then most definitely, it's common, very common, or it's very likely that they have Charge syndrome. But my brother was actually born with Charge syndrome. He was a miracle baby. Doctors told him he wouldn't live to be, 6 months, 2 years, and he just kept growing and thriving. This teddy bear was actually, he got this when he was like 4 years old. He, I can't, to be honest, man, I can't really count how many surgeries my brother had growing up. Like I said, the first surgery, of course, was open heart surgery as a baby, and after the surgery, half the stitches broke loose.
Damn.
So he actually went through life living like that because it was too risky to go right back in for another procedure to try to, to correct that. So my brother actually lived, through life like that. He was like really like a miracle. Like a whole, a whole blessing for me. So,
Amen.
Excuse me. Yeah, man, this teddy bear, he actually got him. He was like 3-4 years old. He had a lot of different surgeries that he collected teddy bears for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
people, but you go to the hospital,
My
you
son
get
had
sick.
Yeah.
my son
People,
had a lot of
what's the thing they're
surgeries.
gonna bring you? They're gonna bring you the teddy bear.
Yeah.
So my brother had a lot of teddy bears, growing up, and quite frankly, to be honest, he always considered me his teddy bear, his
Aw.
protector, So
A little brother, big brother,
it's funny. What did you just say?
little brother, big brother.
That's what he called me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's my little big
Big
brother.
brother,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So like, and I fought a lot. Kids were kind of, they're not,
Raya.
they kind of, when they see, they don't know,
Yeah.
they talk, they
tease and
point,
talk shit, yeah.
all of that. So, this teddy bear kind of stuck, because his heart was special, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as the whole, and he had the biggest heart in the world. And people who really knew my brother, like really gravitated to him, to the person he was, and everything like that. Like, to be honest, like he was really my father figure. Growing up, we didn't have our father in the house. And my mother, she had her own sicknesses she was dealing with. He actually had sicknesses too. He was he didn't actually get to finish high school because of his illness. Like just sitting in a chair for X amount of time was too hard on his back because his spine was curved because of the scoliosis. So just sitting for a certain amount of time would just make his back tense up. But this teddy bear he got when he was probably 4 years old. He was running around the house, and he actually hit his head on the edge of on a counter. So of course, 911's called, but the first people to get there was the paramedics. Paramedics show up. I'm sorry, not the paramedics, the fire department. Excuse me. The fire department show up before the paramedics do, and they give him this teddy bear to calm him down while they tend to his wounds, waiting on the paramedics to arrive. And this teddy bear just kind of stuck with the family, man. To be honest, this is always a favorite one. You see, it has the red heart on it, and he also, like I said, born with a hole in his heart, and how big his heart was, and everything he was about. Like my brother was very, I don't know, like you can't. I really can't even put him into words. Like when he passed away, I'm probably have to pour a shot, getting a little deep here, but
Good.
when he passed away. Like it was a point in time where it was like really, I started really questioning. I started questioning a lot because for one, my brother, Charge syndrome. Let me just switch back to that real fast. Another trait of Charge syndrome is the mental, the mental disorderness, or the mental, retardedness, or whichever you want to call it. But that was the only single trait of Charge syndrome my brother did not have. So he was born with all other the symptoms, the cleft lip and palate, the heart murmur, the scoliosis. It's another one where he had like these I can't I can't really put my finger on it, but it's another one. It's like a skin condition. So he had like these little spots on his skin. You know what I'm saying? But my brother, I don't know, like he was just. I don't know, maybe because he's just my brother. He's just the most beautiful person, the most beautiful soul, like everything about him, you know. So, and he also he played the drums for the church. He was man. When I say like a lot of kids, when you grow up, they're not trying to like want to go to church. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother was that kid that like he was gonna find a way to get to church. Like my mama wasn't gonna get up to take him to church. He was gonna call our granny to get him to take him to church. Like he was gonna like. That was him. So, and then he was always my connection to God. Always. Like, and it took me to realize that after later on in life, you know, some people, you know, they find their connection to God in, you know, their own way or whatever makes them feel, you know, one, you know what I'm saying, with God. But my brother, when I say like, I don't know, there's no such thing as like a perfect human being, but
he's perfect.
Man, I felt like he was just like, perfect, you know what I'm saying? Like just good energy, like he never like even just the respect he showed for women. Like you have to understand, like a lot of women weren't checking for my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't like, you know, like me and my brother had very deep conversations, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna say this, you know what I'm saying, due to his illness, and you know, my brother never went through puberty. You know what I'm saying? So like me and my younger brother, we have full beards. You know, they start growing, they start coming in. Like, I had my beard when I was probably like 16. I was in high school with a beard for sure. Now, you know, it got fuller, you know, the more I grew as a man. But I was 16, 17 with a beard. My younger brother was the same, you know what I'm saying? My older brother, same mother, same father. You know, he had his little peach fuzz. And he had this, you know what I'm saying, right here. So, like, you know, just... due to his illness, you know, his body developed at a slower rate than you know it should have. So, you know, like for like the way like women, the way, you know what I'm saying, they kind of word like to my brother and stuff, for him like to never like talk bad about a woman or never like he would check us like as we were young, like we young kids, like 13, 14 or whatever. Like if we like me and my friends and stuff, if we got out of line about saying, you know, like, hey man, call the girl out her name or something, like he'll check us real fast. Like, man, whatever. Like shit, man, like shit, he gonna check it like off the rip. And the thing is that like he had that respect no matter what. Like he had that like. We knew he was, I mean, you can look at him and tell certain things, but if you just spend X amount of time around him, you'll know he's special. He's a trend. Like another thing, my brother was a trendsetter. Like I ain't gonna stunt, like wanting to go to church. Like my brother, like when the era of tall tees and baggy stuff, my brother was the kid in the polos and the tight, you know what I'm saying? Like before, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and kids were looking at him like, bro, like, what do you know what I'm saying? Like, but all my brothers, his whole life, polos, you know what I'm saying? Nice, you know what I'm saying? Fitted caps, you know what I'm saying? Like he'll probably like his favorite Jordan was like the Air, you know what I'm saying? The Jordan 1, the Air Force, I mean, the Jordan 1. Like, so like he'll put on like a fresh pair of ones, you know what I'm saying? With the polo, you know what I'm saying? In his jeans or whatever. Back then, like he'll keep his beats, you know what I'm saying? Probably have his beats because he was very into music. My brother played the drums, the trombone, and the guitar. Oh, damn. So, but the drums is like was his passion, you know, was what he played at church. And to be honest, man, I ain't even go stunt, man. Like if my brother wasn't playing that Sunday, I probably wasn't even going, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, and it took me a long time to realize, like, whatever, like to this day, like, I'm gonna be all the way 100. I don't have a church home. I really haven't had a church home since my brother passed away. I've visited different churches, but I've kind of just focused more on my oneness and my relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But whatever my brother church home was, that was my church home. Yeah, gotcha. That was it. So and the only time, you know, when you feel that, you get them goosebumps. You feel that. The only time I felt it wasn't when someone was preaching or, you know, I'm listening to a sermon or anything like that, or when the choir. It was just certain beats. Like when my brother, like it was just certain notes when the choir and my brother come together on a certain boom, 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 and then the choir's like, it would just hit me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that would be like the really, at the end of the day, it was like, that's what I was always going to church, you know what I'm saying, looking forward to, you know. Man, when my brother passed away, me and my brother was very close. Valentine's Day. They actually called me, and I had actually just came back from home from the weekend from school. And man, me and my brother had like a little silly argument, man. The crazy part about it is we never argue. Like it's crazy. We never. Okay, I'm about to pour a drink now. So like, hold on.
Oh, you good?
I know you good, man.
Yeah.
But look, like, man, we never argue, right? So like, shit. I had just I came home, and that weekend, even when I came home, you know, I came up the stairs and I just had all my stuff. I knew I wasn't home, but my brother, he was in the room playing. He was in the game room playing the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like I walked past the room and I didn't speak to him. He was like, "Boy, you ain't gonna come here and speak to me?" And then you know what I'm saying? Like that, I ain't gonna stunt. Like my brother, like he had like that was like my father. Like that respect, like I gave him. Like I like to be honest, like the only person like to this day that can like you know got that power over me is my daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. That's
it. But my brother had that power over me. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was raging, whatever, he can snap his fingers. Hey Jay, and I'm.
You good. That
You
was
know
your
what I'm saying?
confidant,
Like,
your everything.
You know what I'm saying? Like for her, and you can look at his stature or whatever, but like, man, like as a, but man, we never argue. You know what I'm saying? We never argue, nothing like that. But like I said, he was kind of on me. You know, he was on me about everything. You know, he didn't get to graduate high school, and he valued education. Valued education. So like even like with me graduating and just being on, you know what I'm saying? Even when I got to school, like if I'm at school and he feel like I'm down there and I'm fucking up, or if he feel like I come home and my energy ain't right, he like, man, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Like shit. Like, you know, and like I said, on the strength, I played football at the time and I was very good. So like, and me and my brother had to talk all the time, like, brother, buy you whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, like I ain't worried about none of this stuff. Like shit, and I ain't gonna stunt like, you know what you just asked for? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna tell y'all remember like them little box cars. They used to with the little rats. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Driving around the commercial, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, what we gonna be on? That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? I get you whatever car you want, but that's the car you want. You know what I'm saying? But he felt like my energy was off. You know what I'm saying? So I came home that weekend. He was on my ass.
Because he know you.
You know what I'm saying? He like, man, bro, like, fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you the one supposed to take care of the family. You the one supposed to make sure everything okay. You the one, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, bro, you know, man, I'm like, man, you know, man, you tripping. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm focused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? That shit you talking about, bro, is good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no distraction. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused. You know what I'm saying? Like, woo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we got into an argument and shit. I don't know if he felt like he didn't, although he can get all the way through to me or.
Let's take one for your brother.
Yes, sir. Man, appreciate that.
We right here, bro. He
Yeah.
right here too.
But
Yeah.
Man, he got mad at me. He left the crib. He said, "Fuck it, nigga, you ain't listening." You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know, I felt like he was disgusted with me for a second. So shit, he went to my granny crib.
You all right, brother?
Take
Hey
your
man,
time.
and don't get it twisted, man. Like I'm in a very good, you know what I'm saying, spotted by my brothers. You know what I'm saying? That I feel good. He protect me. It's just that, you know, I don't visit these dark moments often.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
But you
So,
know what though,
I'm saying?
bro?
That kinda-
Before you go any further though, hey, it's highly respected here, bro.
Very much so.
very.
You know?
Very much so.
Like we've had segments where we talked about it where it's all right to cry.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what
it
I mean?
is most definitely.
Yeah, and this show right here, reason we asked you to come on here is because
We felt that energy.
we
with
felt
you.
that energy.
Like
Yep.
you real.
and you real, and all of us need some sort of therapy, man, to get shit off our chest that we not carrying out with us.
Most definitely.
And I'm gonna tell you, just based off what you saying right now, your brother instilled in you, and you doing exactly what he told you were supposed to be doing. Man.
100.
You were doing it, bro.
Man.
You are doing it.
You are.
So I know this brand is about to go far, bro.
Right.
It's gonna go
So-
far.
So if he's using me and the squad right here as a vessel to tell you you are doing what you supposed to be doing it, you doing it, brother.
And I appreciate
what I mean?
that.
100%.
No doubt. Keep
No
going.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And ain't nothing wrong with crying, man,
At
because that
all.
cleans the soul.
Yep.
Yep.
You know? Do that shit.
Oh yeah, now I do it very often. Just most of the time I'm by myself. I'm in the shower, so you know what I'm saying.
But shit, when you by yourself, that car get a whole lot ugly.
A whole lot ugly.
Put on some music a little bit, you know. Just make sure everybody hear your next room.
Nah, I mean, do that shit, man. Fuck who see it. You got to get it out, bro.
Yeah,
It's real.
Because everything you saying is powerful, man, and it took over the room.
It's real.
It did,
You know
for
what
real.
I'm saying? And I understand, and I know you're going to get to it, so I don't want to take away from it, but I understand why the logo is the way and why the logo is the logo.
Yes.
Now
And it's dope.
Yes.
It is.
Straight up, it's dope.
Yes.
And the story
Like-
behind it just make it even better.
Just-
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's how we
Yeah.
know this brand is gonna go far, bro.
Yeah.
It's coming
Thank you.
from a great
Yeah.
place, bro.
And
Great
let me tell you,
positive
bro,
place.
if I ever get rich, you gonna get rich because I'm buying
Simple.
everything you
Simple.
put out, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Simple.
That's why I said make sure you got some mediums when you bring your ass up here today.
But the little sexy niggas bring them mediums.
Yeah, the
For real.
mediums.
Hey, because you see if
We
y'all.
fuss about it in my house.
Yeah.
I'm saving my money for his brand. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah.
we gonna
but
eat.
Oh,
I'm trying
man.
to tell
For
you.
listeners and the viewers right
Yeah.
now,
We
we
gonna
see
see
this. You see this shirt, man. The
Yeah.
material's dope.
It is quality.
I'm a chubby nigga, but you know this got me looking ripped.
Man, say, you know, we ain't gonna discuss your age, but I remember when you first told me your age, I was like, hold on, man. We said what now? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I first met you, man, so shoot, man. Hey, all I gotta do is just keep living. That's it, man.
That's it, bro. That's
All I
it.
gotta do is keep living.
Yep.
That's it.
Stay positive, man. But go ahead, get back to your story.
But yeah, man, my brother was on my ass, man. So he was like, you know, he was unsatisfied with, you know, felt like I wasn't listening to him at the time. And, you know, I was really only there for the week. And I feel like he was kind of disgusted with me at the second because, you know, his expectations of me were very, very high. So he left and he went to my granny house. And, man, he went to my granny house and shit, I went back to school. I drove back down to school and I only went to PV. So, you know, if you're from the area, you know, PV don't, you know, probably 3.5, 4 hours max. So I drove back down to school and I'm a freshman. So, you know, I lived in the UC, the dorms at the time. And I just unloaded everything, you know, into my dorm. And then like I get a call and they tell me, say, man, yeah, AJ, you know, your mama's sick. And she had to go to the hospital. I'm like, okay, like I told y'all, you know, my mother had been dealing with illnesses and sicknesses too. So I had been, you know, really, you know, I was the man of the house. I was taking care of both of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at college really trying to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not here for nothing. Like, I played defense and I just converted to linebacker. Like, all that passion, like, I'm going to knock somebody's head off. You know what I'm saying? I'm grinding for something. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they call me like, you know, your mom, you know what I'm saying? Something like, is she okay? You know, I in my head, I'm like, I just left the crib. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, you know, nah, she good. You know, she just wants you here. You know what I'm saying? You know, just to check on to make sure, because, you know, sometimes, you know, the doctors, they won't handle her properly if you not here, or they think, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, even to this day, still take her, my mother out, you know. Shout out to everybody who taking care of their loved ones, and you going to all them doctor appointments, and you doing all of that stuff, and you making sure your loved one's straight, because, you know, they don't care out here. You got to be.
That's right.
If they feel like they got if they feel like they're there alone and they don't have nobody to care about them, they gonna treat them like that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If you show up and you show them, nah, they got somebody to care about them, they gonna get better care. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, well, nah, she just wants you here. You know, woo. So I'm like, okay, bet. So I just unload all my stuff. I just drive right back home. You know what I'm saying? But something hit me like straight up. Like, me and my brother was very close. Like, it was like crazy. Like I said, we never argued. Me and my brother was very, very, I worshiped the ground that man walked on. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't go stunt. Like I said, like, how many times fight? Like, my first time getting kicked out of school was in the 3rd grade for fighting over my brother. The second time was in the 6th grade. Like, I'm talking about alternative school. Like, I'm not no violent person or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm gonna tell you a story. Like, the first time, like, me and my brother, we always went to school together. You know what I'm saying? He was always a grade higher than me. You know what I'm saying? But, like, he was always smaller than me because of his disability. Well, I'm gonna pause that there. Time out. Well, until he passed away, due to his scoliosis, his spine was severely curved. You know what I'm saying? I'm 6'1". When his autopsy report came back, my brother was like 6'3". You know what I'm saying? But since his spine was curved, it was, you know, it'll look on his X-ray, it'll look like that, but in his back, it'll look like that. So kids hunt back to Notre Dame. I got all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, jokes, all of that. But they ended real fast. Like, as soon as they was told,
Man.
believe that. So, but the first grade, you know what I'm saying? Probably in the first grade, my brother's in the second. My brother would come home crying. He was like on a consistent basis, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mom, made me a monster. You know what I'm saying? She was like, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, son, if you keep coming home crying every day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
That now looking back, that
No,
probably
no,
wasn't
mama
the best.
don't play with the babies, boy. Mama don't play about her babies.
That probably wasn't the completely best way to deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but
That's me as a mom.
you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, she
Get
told
them
me straight
together.
up, like, you know, and ever since then, like, ain't nobody gonna talk about my brother. You ain't gonna
Yep.
look at him wrong, none of that
Mhm.
shit. Like,
Yep.
I used to have like a time clock in my motherfucking head, like, cause kids gonna stir. Like, I got to the point to where, like, shit, like, you ain't gonna say nothing to him, but you can't even look at him too long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nope.
I'm counting. If I feel like I get anywhere 10 seconds, like shit, that fuck around your ass. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Either
So
speak
like,
or don't speak. Keep it
Mhm.
moving. Yeah.
third grade, the first time, like you see it didn't take like shit 2 years for me to get kicked out of school. I believe the alternative. Look, it's crazy because I didn't know they had like alternative school for kids. But they do believe it. Believe it, but it was called B and Bell or something like that, and it was over there off of Wichita.
Okay.
Like I feel like right by the man, right over there by like big what's that the T Mart or whatever.
Big
Big
T
T.
Bazaar and all
Right
that.
over there
Yeah.
off of Wichita.
Oh,
right?
you talking
No,
about
Wichita. The
man?
T, right. Not Big T is Dallas.
Yeah, Big T's Dallas.
But you know, forward they got their little. They got their
Bazaar.
little bootleg. It's like Great Value Big T over there. You know what I'm saying? What that is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's a gas station. I pass by it all the time. In sixth grade, when I was kicked out of school, I went to Dunbar Tier 1.
Oh, okay.
You know, and that time it was kind of, I ain't gonna stunt. It wasn't really more about my brother. It was at that point in time, I had kind of just built just people looking at me fighting. They not looking at me while I'm fighting and looking at my attitude and stuff like that. So it was like, by a certain time, it's like you just looked at it as like a kid who likes to fight. You know what I'm saying? And then other kids want to try you I never liked fighting. To this day, I do not like to fight. I don't like violence, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But it just got to the point to where like even like in the sixth grade, it was like, you know, other people trying to try you just because of, you know, what you do or what you know, then then you're in the sixth grade now. So you might be, you know, have to fight somebody because you don't protect, and I got a protective aura. So at that point in time, you know, we went to school with another cousin that's kind of friend with, at that point in time, sixth grade, me and Matt were in school together. You know what I'm saying? So, I got a story if y'all want me to tell y'all.
You gonna have to tell that.
But I had another cousin that went to school at that point in time, and she got pushed into the mud. Like she got pushed into like some dude like pushed her into like a little muddy puddle or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? So that's your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but that guy was a little tougher guy, and he had little friends behind him who wanted to fight. So it was like, you know, we're gonna have to fight all y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of that's what that situation turned into. But I was always very overprotective. I was always overprotective over my brother. And, you know, we had the little argument, you know, come home, you know. And when I get to the house, man, it's, you know, I kind of already knew something's different on the drive home because the sky looks different. I'm a very, you know.
You can feel it.
Man,
like.
Man, I'm eating some Taco Cabana nachos. They don't taste right. They right, but like something ain't right. They're not settling on my stomach. You know what I'm saying? And you know, hop on 45, and the clouds moving differently. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like
spiritual person. You look at.
I'm very, very at this point now. I know I'm very spiritual. You know that back then, you know, you have to know who you are and go through those things in life to figure out, you know. But, you know, I'm a very, very, very spiritual person, you know, and I had to go through those experiences, but everything is moving different. So, you know, I get home and, man, my mama, it hit me like, look, I get home and I see all these people in my house I ain't seen in, I mean, like, what are y'all doing here? You know what I'm saying? So I ain't used the restroom. I came to school, unpacked, just threw my stuff got back in the car, I'm hungry, hit a drive-through, I had to use the restroom. I'm like, man, let me run upstairs to use the restroom. I run upstairs to use the restroom. I come back downstairs. I'm like, man, where Junior at? Man, shit. I see my mama, she's sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? I walk up to her, you know what I'm saying? I grab her head, I'm in her hair, shit, I'm turning her, I'm turning her face, and she can't even look at me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, shit, you know. And then my auntie, she was like, AJ, I want you to, I can't remember what she said. She was like, AJ, I want you to, she said something to try to, but she said, man, your brother died this morning. Man, and I ain't go stun. Like, it hit me like a ton of, what?
Yeah.
You know, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I flashed out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I went and shit, put a dent in my mama front door.
Yeah.
Big wooden door. Like, I drive by the house sometime. Like, they had to replace the whole door. I didn't put no hole in the wooden door, but I put a nice dent in that much. Like, still got the scars on my hand as they prove it.
Yeah.
I just sat there and cried. Like, man, I ran, punched the door, and then just sat by the front door and cried. My family just looked at me, and then I guess my pain just made everybody else's pain come back because me and Junior, I was the closest thing to Junior. He was the closest thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it hit me different. It hit, like, man, like, I didn't understand it. I'm like, man, my brother was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't talk about nobody. He ain't do nothing. He loved everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? He played the drums for the church. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand because I'm like, man, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I had my own talk with, you know what I'm saying, God, like, straight up. Like, man, like, damn, God, like, shit, you know.
Why him?
You know, like, man.
Yep.
Say, you know, he did
But let me tell you, brother, me and my wife just talked about this the other day. The Most High is never going to give you anything that you can't handle.
Oh,
man.
for sure, man. They ain't here. It's about to get juicy. You know what I'm saying? I know I've been mumbling a lot, but I don't drink that much.
You all right, my boy?
Good, bro.
Say, this whole episode is about telling your story.
That's it.
But dig this though. You know, I questioned God, and that was the last time I ever did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all the way 100 with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it got to the point. Look, this is how it happened. Now I'm gonna try to make the story a little short, right?
Hold on, let's take one for you, brother.
For sure.
Yeah.
Wait till you pull up. Kiki, get your cup.
Kiki over here getting water
Right.
out herself. She gonna drag out her water.
Man, somebody gotta stay hydrated. We full of this brown. Somebody gotta stay
Real.
hydrated.
It's the weekend.
What was
Fuck
your
it.
brother name?
For sure. Man, hey, we're gonna call him Junior. His name is
Junior.
Timothy Wayne Rackstraw Jr. But, you know what
Okay,
I'm
that's
saying? Hey,
Junior.
friends and family call him
It's
Junior. We our family here. We're gonna call him
All right.
Junior.
This for
Yeah.
Junior.
This for you, Junior.
Love you, bro.
Yeah,
Love
Junior.
you.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
That shit good though.
Yes, it is.
For sure. But man,
Junior brought that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you, I was sick. Okay, so the rest of that, when my brother passed away, that night after punching the wall, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my brother, we used to always, if you're from where I'm from for work, I went to Dunbar, Eastern Hills. I went to a lot of, but I played football, so that was my passion. And my family knew I was good, so they put the money behind me for me to get to where I need to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, man, by junior senior year, they like, hey man, my mama set me down, you know, and my brother, he didn't get to finish high school, so I ain't go stunt. When he kind of start homeschooling, it was almost like a weight lifted off. Cause like I can be in class and I'm not worried about nobody fucking with him in second block that I gotta come check, you know what I'm saying, during the passing period, you know what I'm saying, to make sure, you get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like when he went to school, when he went to crib, you know what I'm saying, get homeschool, it's almost like a relief. I'm like, man, I ain't gotta fight no more. I ain't gotta worry about nobody messing with him. So like I actually thrive more in school, you know what I'm saying? Like I never was like a bad kid or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just very overprotective. So sorry, man.
Man,
you good,
bro.
bro.
Good.
Like I
Ain't no
said,
need for no sorries.
This whole episode is about
No
your story.
sorries.
It's you, bro. Go ahead.
Shit.
Yeah, so man, shortly after, you know, me, you know, questioning God, you know, and all of that, man, I kind of went to a lake. I punched the wall and I ran to Joe Pool Lake. Now, if you're from Mansfield,
We live right
you
down
know,
the block.
now Joe Pool Lake, there's this back piece of Joe Pool Lake. Now more people know about it, but a lot of people don't know about it because it's very secluded and ducked off.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a spot that me and my brother just always went to, hung out, just kicked it or whatever, like we both just loved the energy there, you know what I'm saying? We got when we were there. Yeah. So I ran there, and I cried and and I came back, and I'm gonna be all the way 100, man. Like my life was kind of very hard for the next about month and a half. I came home from school, I called my coaches and, let them know what was going on. They were cool with me, but at the same time, like, shit, when you on the full scally, like,
right,
yeah,
that's a business decision you make, and like,
hey, you are good.
You got Spider in there cracking up.
It's Opinionated Podcast. You are good. Don't nobody do it like this.
Hell nah.
It's a business decision you making, you know what I'm saying? So like, okay, well, you come back, next year, we have to gray shirt you. You know what I'm saying? And gray shirt is pretty much like, red shirt, like if you're a red shirt, you can come in and like take your year. And pretty much I was already a red shirt freshman, is what I was. You can come in and you do everything the football team do except play on Sundays. It's almost pretty much, Sundays or Friday, Saturday, whichever, you know what I'm saying? You do everything, you know what I'm saying? But, and you don't travel. You don't travel to away games. You know what I'm saying? Home games, you suit up, but you're just on the sideline. But you do everything but play. But it's more like a developmental year. I ain't gonna stop. When I got to college, I was still 17. So I decided to just go ahead and just red shirt. I was just young when I started school. I ain't get skipped
but
up.
Now,
like
I was gonna say, like, I'm 17 and in there. Yeah, you doing your motherfucking thing.
But looking back, I'm like, man, Mom, you should have held me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been like on point. Like my body would have been more developed as a man when I got to college. All that. But I decided, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just red shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just take this year. You know what I'm saying? To get bigger. You know what I'm saying? Then if you red shirt, you still got another 4 years of eligibility. So it's like, okay. You red shirt, you're pretty much just using that time to get yourself better, and that's pretty much what I was doing. That was already during my red shirt year, but my mind was not right at all to even be on campus, to be around people. I couldn't, I wasn't, life was looking way different to me now.
You were there, but not there.
Man, like I couldn't eat. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, shout out to my best friend, or one of my best friends, Chris Duffy, bro. I ain't talked to you in a minute, but he was there for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, during a very tough time in my life, And that was one of them friends we kind of just drift apart, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to if you ever watch this, you know what I'm saying? I hope you're doing good out there in life. But, man, I was young, bro. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I was like, man, I was one of them young, man, I'm an athlete.
Yeah.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of that.
Can't do nothing, yeah.
Man, but when my brother passed, all that changed. Like, it changed real fast.
Yeah.
Man, where the weed at? Where the alcohol? Where,
the cope mechanism.
I couldn't, man, I couldn't eat either. It's like my favorite foods, like, Taco Cabanas are my favorite, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that
things to
nasty.
eat. Man, you say nasty?
That shit is nasty.
No, bro. Like
them steak and
bro.
egg breakfast tacos.
Nigga.
Dig this, bro. I'm gonna say this. For the little Tex-Mex fast food, that's the best it's gonna get. Like for real. Like
when I tell you
Taco Bell, I don't even eat there. There's two things I don't eat. It's Taco Bell and McDonald's.
Oh yeah,
I don't eat neither one of them.
Really
for real,
I
for sure, for
both
sure.
of them up.
But hey, we gonna disregard what this nigga Jesus said.
Yeah,
Because them motherfucking flouters from Taco
Bro,
Bell.
be hitting with the queso. Bro, he tripping.
Spider,
He
what you
don't know how
think?
to eat though.
that
Get you
shit,
some
I'm
nachos.
ass.
I'm gonna
all
take.
in
Get
on
you
those
some
flouters,
nachos. Throw
man.
some ranch.
Hold on, what the spot on the wall say?
All in on those flouters.
Yeah, bro.
I'm telling you.
I
for
don't
real.
do it. Even they nachos nasty. How you make nasty
Bro,
nachos?
no, you tripping. You don't know how to eat
good,
nachos. That's the
I
problem.
fuck
What
with
you putting on your
Taco Cabana.
nachos?
I don't eat nothing.
I fuck with Taco Cabana.
Heavy.
Taco
Hey, even
Bell.
they damn taco bowls, man. Them shits is on point, bro.
Sour
Hey,
cream
I
man,
guess I
man.
just ain't got the right thing.
guac fuck my
I
mouth
guess
up.
what?
I
Yes,
eat fuck with
sir.
the
Yes,
flautas.
sir. That's
I ain't
what
never
it
had
is.
them.
Get the flautas.
Yeah,
I never Taco Bell.
Get the flautas. Matter of fact,
Man,
when
you
we
just
leave from
gotta-
here, follow me. We're gonna stop. I got you.
Man,
Got
hey,
you.
you can get you a little grilled chicken taco or something. Tell me you want the grilled onions on there. Tell me you want you some grilled
Yeah.
onions, some grilled peppers. You know
Man,
what
you
I'm
can't
saying,
even
too?
get a margarita through the
to
drive-through there.
to go. And this is what you do.
You get a
Listen,
drink
here,
to go?
I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. This is what you do with the margaritas, right? You tell them you want two, right? But just double up on one. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna give you the little to-go little margarita, the little travel size.
Yeah.
Joints, you know what I'm saying? But you two of those and you put one in the mix, and then bro, you good. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you gonna get the ride, and by 3 sips later, you're gonna be like, okay.
I fuck with Taco
3, 4
Cabell.
sips. Yeah. you know,
For
but
our
you-
viewers and our listeners, we are not encouraging you to drink and drive.
Please don't do that. I'm sorry. That is not
Cancel culture. We are not encouraging you to drink and drive.
Just saying.
Just saying.
But you can be in the car
Yeah.
You can't ride.
drinking
While
while the
somebody
car's
Just
moving.
prove it.
No doubt.
Oh man.
Yeah, but man, you could bring my favorite foods and I couldn't eat them, man. So I was real messed up during the time. Looking back, it was a form of fasting. I feel like it was just God getting my mind right for the next journey in life. Cause man, I didn't eat for like a month and a half. And I couldn't eat, man. I ain't gonna stun like I was like my family, you know what I'm saying? Like we big bone people. If you want to call, such thing as big bone. You know what I'm saying? We hefty people. You know what I'm
Big
saying?
bone,
Me,
that's what
I've
we
just
say.
kind of already, carried my weight well because I've always been, active playing football. But man, I lost probably like 20 pounds, just like body mass, muscle mass, like everything just during that time. And I couldn't eat, just smoking, drinking, crying, throwing up, smoking, drinking, crying, and throwing up. So, man, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, one night, man, when I'm sleeping, you know what I'm saying, this probably early. So, like I said, I came home. Okay, I'm sorry, but to date back, I came home from school to finish out. Like I said, my brother passed away on Valentine's Day 2011, so I decided to come home for the rest of the semester. Just couldn't mentally be on campus. Got home, and pretty much what I just said, smoking, drinking, throwing up, crying every day. And I was just in my room, like it was dark. I put up a dark ass blanket over my blinds, so it was dark as fuck in my room. I just needed to just be in there and think. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't in my room, I was in my brother's room, like in his closet. You know what I'm saying? Because I could still smell his clothes. You know what I'm saying? I carried his clothes around for like 12 years. You know what I'm saying? And then I just up to my 12 years now. Probably I carried number about 9, closer to 9, probably about 9 years.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped off Lancaster and gave them away to the homeless. You know what I'm saying? A while back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't have a cent on them anymore. I feel like, man, they gonna do something good, man. Like,
Yeah.
it was some homeless. Like, man, you giving this away? Like I said, polo,
Yeah.
Maverick jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I kept his sentimental stuff, but it was like, it felt good. Like, man, like, bro, I'm gonna be fresh tomorrow. Like,
Yeah,
they were
type
like,
shit, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They were like,
Yeah.
yeah, we gonna be fresh
Say,
tomorrow. You know what I'm
man,
saying?
let
Stuff
me-
like that.
Man, your brother is all in you, man.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Just like
Appreciate
everything
that.
you saying, just off the little bit you told us about him, which wasn't a little bit, because you told us a lot. But just sitting here having a conversation, I feel like I know your brother.
Right.
Man, appreciate
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Because I mean, my story is similar to, he was actually my cousin, but we grew up more closer like brothers, and he passed away as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And everything you saying and what you're doing with your clothing line, like your brother is all. Now I know why you got into fashion. Your brother was already instilling that in you.
Yep.
When you explain like how he was geared up his style, I'm like, damn, that sound like my brother.
Man, and I'm gonna try to take it to the next level here, but I try to make sure I keep everything very casual and comfortable right now, But I'm gonna try to take it to the next level here for sure.
Because everybody has some kind of something to make this relatable, because I grew up fighting like that because my brother was born with cerebral palsy.
Man.
So his walk and him tripping and falling all the time constantly had people picking on him and fucking with him and
Well, I
shit
would've
like
bust
that. And I
somebody
had to
in
do
my-
the same thing.
And I'm
You
gonna
know
tell
what
you,
I'm
man,
saying?
and my mama got to a point that my mom used to tell me like, I just start taking up for like everybody, not just my brother. My mom had to sit me down like, baby, you can't fight everybody's battles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She had to explain to me one time, like, no, like, cause I didn't like if I want the bully now. I want the bully in the school now. Once I really feel like I was good at fighting, I'm not gonna let nobody talk about my brother. If I look across the park, I'm just sitting. If I'm playing on the swing, whatever, and I look across and I see a little kid over there getting bullied, I can't just sit there and not
Yeah.
say
Right.
nothing or
Yeah.
do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like, But man, I didn't eat a drink for like 6 weeks until like, you know what I'm saying, one night. And I said, I never call this a dream, but everybody who's very close to me know this. You know what I'm saying? I guess a lot more people is going to know this story now. But, man, I came home from school and I was pretty much just, you know, doing what I was doing. But one thing I did do was take my little brother to school every morning. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He still was, you know, was going to Mansfield Timberview. You know what I'm saying? So, my mama, she came and woke me up one morning. She like, hey, I need you to get up to get ready to take Cameron to school. I'm like, okay, bet. She closed my door. I go right back to sleep. You know, and it's like 6 weeks in of my, you know, my depression. I'm smoking, drinking. I haven't eaten anything. I'm lost in, man, I can tell you, I was small. Like I lost fat, muscle mass, all of that. But it was really like a form of fasting and deep cleansing that I really needed. Didn't know at that time, but my mind was I know what it's like to be mentally ill. I couldn't eat. I was very sick. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? But I needed that. Because, you know, I can't fast for 2 days now. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that happened. And then my mama came back. I went back to sleep. And shit, man, when I went to sleep, it was like, man, I was in my neighborhood. I don't call it a dream because everything felt so real. You know, we live in Texas. I could feel the heat. Like, and I was, for whatever reason, I was on the phone and I'm just walking. And then, man, I just opened my eyes and shit, I looked, my brother walked right past me. I'm like, Junior? And like, he waiting on me to turn around. Man, when he turned around, man, shit, I just went up to him and I hugged him. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. I just start crying all over him. Just like, man, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm sorry, man. You right. You know what I'm saying? You was right about all this shit. You know, your shit. I didn't mean none of this shit I said, man. You know, I'm just crying. And thing is that like I said, what you said, little big brother. He always called me his little big brother. And shout out to, you know, him passing away right for his birthday. You know, a few months prior, we were going to go out and celebrate. And he was like, you know, one thing, he was very confident. He was like, man, yeah, you know, I think I want to have a drink this time. You know, like, I think I want to, you know what I'm saying? I think I want to have a drink. And I want to try to, you know, get with a girl. We, you know, this time we going to have some fun. Yeah. I know I ain't got to worry about nothing because I got my little big brother with me. You know I'm going to always, you know it. You know what I'm saying?
Turn it up.
So, like.
That's what's up.
But, man, you know, in a dream, you know, like I was crying, I was on his chest. You know what I'm saying? Like when his autopsy report came back, my brother was 2 inches taller than me. You know what I'm saying? But through life, you know what I'm saying, he was always slightly shorter than me because the hump in his back, you know? And I was just crying on him and he was like, man, AJ, I'm not worried about nothing up here. And then like, bro, I couldn't like I don't know where it was. We wasn't in the neighborhood no more. It was just like everything. Like I tell people to this day, I know what heaven looked like. You know what I'm saying? Because like we wasn't in the neighborhood no more. You know what I'm saying? The shit was just bright. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't see nothing, none of my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't white. It was just bright. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, you know, and man, he like, man, I'm not worried about nothing up here. And then Cameron bust in my room, like, man, take me to school. Nigga, I'm crying all over Cameron. Nigga, I'm crying all over my mama. I'm like, man, Julia, okay? He told me he okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said he ain't worried about nothing up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, man, and then it just, my appetite, attitude, everything, like, boom, you know what I'm saying? Just came back just like that. Bro, I go get me something to eat, you know what I'm saying? And then I remember that day, you know, I'm on 20. I get on 20. I'm just so happy.
Yes.
I'm just like, man, like, my brother, like, shit, my brother in heaven, like, my brother, like, ain't worried about, and he ain't worried about nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just so, like, man, I'm going like 100 down 20, I almost have a wreck and start laughing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't go stunt, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was my fault, you know, it was my fault, like, I was in and out of lanes, and I got too close to a car, and it was a couple, and, like, our mirrors actually touched, and I just looked at them, and they was like, and I was like, I was smiling and laughing and shit. I'm like, man, I'm like, oh, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then at that point, like, I don't know. I'm about to get even deeper here. Something took over me. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, my brother's an angel. You know what I'm saying? Then a couple more incidents in life, you know what I'm saying? Like, made me feel like, man, hold on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to get, you know what I'm saying? I kind of got out of line with God, and God had to fix me real fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't never, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, your religion or whatever, man, there's one God. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just one.
Man.
However you feel or however you believe is one.
Mm-hmm.
So, and don't ever get out of line. He'll get you right real fast.
Tap that ass a little bit.
He left many different roads for you to get to him, man.
How I got out of line is that I started praising my brother far more than I started praising God.
Oh,
You have to, and it wasn't just, you know, it wasn't just that incident, that dream, or what, you know, however you want. I don't call it a dream.
Yes.
But I went through, you know, I don't want to get into it, you know, but one night, you know, I was walking, you know, in the middle of the night, and I was getting jumped by like 3-4 people and pistol whipped. And, you know, like I ended up calling my granddaddy, you know what I'm saying, come pick me up after the incident. And like, you know, and like long story short, I didn't have a scratch on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I ain't, you know, I got a little size on me, but, you know, I have 4-5 people, you know what I'm saying?
Worse than what
like
it was.
I end up hitting the ground, getting stomped. You know, for whatever reason, you know, long story short, they saw me walking, you know, didn't like me for whatever, you know, their reason or for whatever their purpose was, you know, we're not going to get into that. You know, and then they got out and they jumped me. You know, well, one person got out. I went for the one person. The second person got out. I went for the second person. By that time, the third person done got out. I'm reaching for the third person, but, you know, it's 2 people behind me.
Right.
You know, I end up like tripping on like, you know, like a curve. And then once I hit the ground, it's just getting stomped. Now, all of these guys, you know, they were cowards, of course, you know, if you're going to pull something like that. But, man, I ended up getting stomped for probably like close to like 40 seconds. You know what I'm saying? That don't sound long, but it's long if you're getting stomped, you know. And then the only thing first, when I hit the ground, it was like I knew first, okay, protect yourself. So I just
balled up in that fetal position.
I just balled up, you know what I'm saying, just try to cover, you know what I'm saying, everything. You know, I took a few blows, you know, here and there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But man, like after like just getting stomped and getting kicked, like man, my brother was like, man, nigga, get up. And like, but I just popped up. Like, I don't know, like I was Superman or something. Like 100, like if y'all, hey, and I'm cool with the dudes who did it. To this day.
Wow.
Like real talk. Like for real, like, you know, like, hey, look, man, we gotta understand that, you know, they had their little stuff, you know, but I don't hold no grudges, none of that, you know what I'm saying? And then like, you know what I'm saying, 2 of them actually came to me as a man and apologized, you know, because these people who know me but didn't like me for whatever situation, but realized, you know, they were wrong, and then like knew you still had to see me in life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like we live in the same area, we live in the same, you know, all of that. So, bro, nah, I'm gonna show you, like,
Make your enemy
bro,
footstool.
I ain't got no problem with you. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like I done dapped a couple up and shake their hand. Now one of them I got real respect for. Now the rest of them is just kind of just forgiving.
Yeah.
But man, I popped up, and when I popped up, man, I ain't gonna stunt. I was dizzy as fuck. But they didn't know that. Like I just popped up and I just posted up. But I was dizzy, y'all. I couldn't shit. I had to stomp my head. I'm dizzy.
You better be.
Yeah.
But they got in the car and they grabbed my backpack. I don't know if they thought I had my firearm on me, but they ran to the car and got my backpack. And then they just drove down the street, and then they came back down at like they was gonna try to hit me. You know what I'm saying? And then just threw my backpack out the car. You know what I'm saying? But then one of them got out the car with his firearm, you know what I'm saying? And we kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like just looked at each other and, you know, we had some words. But thing is that like dude was a coward, so I was like, man, I know you're not, and then I know who you are.
Yeah.
You know me. You know, like, you know, bro, what are you doing here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you tripped out. And then like once he opened the car door, like the light came on, like, and then I seen all who was jumping me. I kind of laughed. I was like, bro, y'all really? You know what I'm saying? So that was that. But anyway, that was a situation. And then when I walked away from it with no scratches or nothing, I felt like, oh man, my brother protected me. My brother, whoop the whoop the whoop. My brother this, my brother that. You know, it kind of just made me feel real good, because I'm like, man, I protected my brother his whole life, and now he gonna protect me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Natural.
And you know, like he's not gonna let nothing happen to me. I was in a 4-wheeler incident. Man, I was okay. Look, I was in a 4-wheeler incident one night, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jay Sean, you know what I'm saying? One of my longtime tattoo artists. We just built the type of relationship to where I would go out to his house and get tattooed, vice versa in the shop, you know. He had kids, they were like Uncle AJ, all of that. So sometimes he had a farm in Terrell at the time. He had a farm, man, white guy, cool as a fan, you know. So he had a farm. His mother had recently passed away. She had type of different monkeys, exotic animals, all type of, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Man, so like he was like, man, hey,
Hold
bro.
on real quick. She the reason why that motherfucking King Cobra's in
Fuck around, man. Fuck around, bro. I'm telling you right now. Fuck around for sure.
Damn. Okay.
For sure.
Right,
Because there was some stuff,
to...
bro. Like, I'm for real. She had a house, then she had an out trailer. We don't know what the fuck was going on in that trailer. Shit animals in there, bro. We can't tell you what the actual species is, bro. Just saying. Bro, but I'm bushing, but nah. But nah, man, he had a nice little piece of property, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, like I said, his wife and, you know what I'm saying, his kids, they love me. Like whenever they see me, just Uncle AJ. So like, bro, just come out to the crib for the weekend, you know, man. It'd be cool if you here, you know, we can ride the 4-wheelers. He had 2 4-wheelers, a Kawasaki, and then Raptor. Raptor was the second one, right? So I was on the Kawasaki, he was on the Raptor. Okay, now dig this. So we just, okay, man, I have my brother's portrait. I have all his instruments. You know, I have his heart with the half stitches broken loose on my ribs. Like outside of the this Teddy, I have him tattooed on me. But my brother was a very big fan of Kanye West. Man, I feel like he back, y'all. I feel like he back.
If y'all have heard,
man, if y'all have heard some of them Donda samples,
I haven't
like
heard
the
them yet.
Jesus is Lord. If y'all have, man, like that song right there is like 11 minutes long, and you can play it all day. Man, I'm telling you right now.
Like
Yeezy
the college
back.
dropout Yeezy.
He is motherfucking back.
Hey, that's what happens when your ass get away from them Kardashians.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
College dropout Yeezy.
Man, but no, like I got the college dropout teddy bear tattooed on my ribs.
Damn,
my older, it did. Shout, you know what I'm saying? Straight up.
It did.
You know what I'm saying? But my brother, he had the wallpaper hung up above his bed with all his teddy bears, you know, on his you know, headboard. So it was all the teddy bears, and then it was that if you bought that College Dropout album back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when it first came, it had that wallpaper come, you pulled the app, it was a wallpaper, and it had the same flying, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so that's what he put on his wall. You know, he was a very big fan of Kanye.
Okay.
So man, man, where was I at?
4-wheeler.
I'm sorry?
The 4-wheeler
yeah.
incident.
Correct. Thank you. Man, so dig this. So we decided we just gonna, you know, ride out. Okay, so Terrell is a very small country town, you know. His ex-wife at the time, you know, we were just going to take a quick little run. We were going to take the 4-wheelers and she was going to take the car, but we was going to meet her in the next little country town over. So thing is that we were taking all back roads, like, you know, no street lights, none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and him, and we're meeting her in the next town over. Now, his 4-wheeler, like, maxes out like 80, 90 miles per hour. It's a Raptor. Mine, it only maxed out about like 65 miles per hour. But I didn't have any brakes. Now, a lot of people would be like, man, you didn't have any brakes. Like, you, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You dumb as fuck. Why would you do that?
Oh, shit.
But yeah, you know. But you know, if you're on a 4-wheeler, you know what I'm saying, and you use your clutch properly, you can stop, you can slow yourself down, you can whatever you need to do, you can just clutch it, you can just, you know, as long as you're timing it properly, like, okay, like, if we're driving, I can get up to 65, and then, okay, I would just down clutch, and then it'll and it'll slow me down, and I can down clutch and it'll slow me down again. I can keep down clutching until, you know, I get to, you know what I'm saying, where I need to be to stop it or slow it down, or to make if I need to make a right hand turn, or if I need to make a left hand turn, whatever I need to do, I can just down, you know what I'm saying, I can just hit my clutch, and you know what I'm saying, I can slow myself down. So I mean, like, if you have your experience, if you had the experience on the 4-wheelers, it's really like no biggie. You get what I'm saying? But one, we were driving at night.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
In the
2,
woods.
damn near, damn near for sure. Now, one part we were for sure in the woods. The second part about it is that like the trail we're on, like I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not aware of this trail. You know what I'm saying? He's aware of it, but I'm unaware of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're starting our drive, and then we meet her over in the back town, and I say, man, I tell, man, outside of Kanye West, another one of my brother's favorite artists, and I have to say they were tied. But Kid Cudi, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with Kid Cudi so hard, man, bro. Hey, man, we love you, bro. You know what I'm saying, man? I know, hey, man, you was kind of in the media on some other shit, man. But say, man, hey, we love you. The real you, we know you. Like the Unfuckwittable, the Red Eye, the Cudi Zone, you know what I'm saying? All of those deep songs that you made, you know what I'm saying, for kids like my brother who was going through those traumatic things and reached out to you. The reason why you left good music, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just decided to do your own thing because you wanted your music to touch kids in other ways. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother, we felt you. You know what I'm saying? Man on the moon, man. Hey, man, shout out to Kid Cudi. But anyway, we were driving the four-wheeler and all we had was the moonlight. And I just told Jay Sean, like, you have to understand, he did all my tattoos. So he knows, like, my brother, my story, like, all of that, you know. Then he was there for, you know what I'm saying, all of that. So, man, I said, man, we on the phone. I said, man, my brother here, I can feel him. I wouldn't have nothing but the moonlight. And one of my brother's favorite songs was Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi. I remember him coming to me one time and he was like, man, AJ, you got to listen to this song. He put the earbuds in my ear. And it was Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi. Now, at the time, all I wanted to listen to was Drake. You know what I'm saying? In high school, all I wanted to listen to was Drake. Drake had just started popular. Like, man, you got to broaden your horizon, listen to different music. You know what I'm saying? So when Kid Cudi, I was like, man, it sound good. You know what I'm saying? But after he passed away, all those songs seemed like a ton of bricks. Boy, my Kid Cudi album playlist is about this long now. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. You know what I'm saying? So I said, man, my brother's here, man. He here, I can feel him. You know what I'm saying? And then probably about 2-3 minutes later, you know what I'm saying, we get like on this stretch. And we've been on this stretch for probably like, man, we've been on this stretch for probably like a mile. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. Out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, Jay Sean just hit this gas and he take off. I'm talking about just straight dust, man. Like, all I can see is dust and his brake light. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's on the Raptor, I'm on the Kawasaki. He should already go faster. You know what I'm saying? So I just and I try to catch up. You know what I'm saying? And shit, of course, I can't catch him. So, you know, he finally down clutch and, you know what I'm saying, he slowed down and he like, man, yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I just wanted to dust your ass real fast. And shit, me, I'm like, man, shit, fuck you. Give me a head start. And I just not knowing, you know what I'm saying, like what's coming in front of me. So he was like, man, I heard him like trying to catch me, but like, bro, at this point, I'm like, shit, I'm about to do you like you just did me in the Kawasaki with no brakes. Fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, man, but when I say, man, my life, shortly after my life flashed before my eyes, my life flashed before my eyes. So, man, all I see is this big ass motherfucking. First of all, it's a one-way turn, it's a right turn, a one-way turn, and then like if you familiar like with like just country, man, it's this big ass. It's a mansion. It's a mansion back there.
Probably Jamie Foxx shit.
But fuck around. Like a motherfucker. Fuck around. Hey, Jamie Foxx, man, if that was me who put that in your fence that day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, you know, hey, man, I got the fucked up rib and all that in the story if you want to, you know. But man, pretty much, man, this fence was, you know, they didn't have a sidewalk. So, okay, back up. So, by the time I see that it's just a one-way turn, I'm like, okay, what do I do, right? So I don't have brakes. I can't hit my brakes. I'm going way too fast. You know what I'm saying? So what I do is I try to downshift, but I panicked. You know what I'm saying? So I just instead of timing it, letting it slow down, letting it slow down, then maybe trying to, then maybe I panicked. Man, I downshift my shift all the way into neutral.
Ooh, shit.
So at this point, I'm just rolling. Man, it's like Jay Sean said, I probably, you know what I'm saying, I was still traveling probably about 40 miles per hour. So let me ask y'all this. So when I'm traveling, you know, all I see is, okay, and you know, if you're riding a four-wheeler, you can jump off, but you got to time it. You got to prep yourself. You can't just jump, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have the time to jump. I'm like, okay, can I make this turn? I didn't. You can't make the turn because I'm going too fast. You know what I'm saying? All these thoughts are flashing through my head. And it's gonna roll over on me. Exactly. So I'm like, okay, shit. shit, by that time I'm just preparing for impact.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So gravity, period. You hit something, which way do you go?
Shit,
Up.
And
Up.
forward.
depending on how you hit
Hit
it.
it,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. If
I
something
can-
hit you, you going up. You hit something, you going down.
I can dig it. You in the car, this is how we're looking at it. You in the car, you ain't got your seatbelt on, goddamn it, just safety first.
Forward. Yeah. You going forward straight.
Yeah.
You riding something, you hit anything that's gonna bring you to a dead stop.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Oh,
going
yeah,
forward.
yeah, you flying forward.
You okay. So all I know is that I need to brace for impact.
Mhm.
So the last thing I see, I'm like, okay, I can't make the turn, I can't jump off. So I just grabbed the stern was as tight as I can. I grab them. Man, last thing I remember seeing was the light from my headlight reflecting off. You know what I'm saying? This gate. You know what I'm saying? So I done crossed off. You know, they don't have like no sidewalk.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They just have like they little piece of grass. You know, in the country ain't no sidewalks. You know, just a piece of grass. And then if they do have a gate or a fence or whatever. You know, but these motherfuckers had a big, real ass, metal ass fence. They
Yep,
had
them iron
to
fences.
keep cattle and shit like that in. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, I'm like, man, the last thing I remember, man, I make impact. Man, when I open my eyes, man, like say, man, I'm in the street. I done went backwards. And man, Jay Sean, like, first of all, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I've always been an open person, and I don't really just want to put out his business out like that, like you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, he's been one of my friends who don't believe in God.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, bro, hey, if you hear this interview, whatever, bro, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no hard feelings. I ain't trying to put your shit out there like that or your beliefs or nothing like that. But, you know, he just, you know, everybody done been through stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he's been through some traumatic stuff too. But like, you know, he's never really just believed in just a super higher power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all I remember is just when I opened my eyes, like I just looked down and I was standing on concrete. I was on the street, but it was dark. And I know I just been in a wreck, so I'm like, shit, fuck, shit. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and then boom, bro, pull up. Bro, what the fuck? Bro, just lay down. How the fuck did you jump? Just lay down. You know what I'm saying? Lay down. We'll get mamas. We'll get you to the hospital. And then I look over and the fucking four-wheeler is like all the way the fuck over there, you know what I'm saying, in the fence. But I'm still like in a state of shock. I'm just cussing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm like, I just know I just been in a wreck, and I'm just
that adrenaline.
I'm just like, shit, fuck. I'm just patting myself like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he like just lay down or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did you jump that high or whatever? And then all I did, I'm like, man, and I look over, I see the four-wheeler, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, bro, let's get the four-wheeler and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, literally, like, I literally went up in the air and went backwards.
Oh damn.
And so, but I'm not realizing, you know what I'm saying? He thinking I jumped. Come on, bro. Like, you white on black, bro. Ain't no nigga in the world no best athlete like that, bro. Come on, fool. You know what I'm saying, bro? I love you, bro. But no, ain't nobody no athlete like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, ain't no way in hell. So, like, all I look and I see the four-wheeler. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, we got to get the four-wheeler. Like, I just crashed into, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I ain't trying to pay for that.
Yeah.
That's my thought. So, let's get the four-wheeler and get out of here. So the four-wheeler, you know what I'm saying? You know, it got the little
bracket on the front.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then, but it also got the little plastic bumper covering, you know what I'm saying, to cover the tire. That shit is kind of bent in. It's kind of, so we have to we pull it off the gate and then we drive probably like, you know what I'm saying, like a quarter mile down the road. We get down the road and he's like, bro, like we just stop. We have to stop because we have to pry the front little, excuse me, like the front bumper part off the wheel because from the impact, the metal had bent into the actual, you know what I'm saying, tire, and we had to pull it up so I could continue to drive.
She was grinding.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was rubbing up on the wheel. So we pulled, and he was like, bro, we can just get you to the hospital. We call mamas. We can whoop. Be like, bro, how the fuck did you jump? And then he was like, bro, you just went like this. And I was like, bro, I told you my brother was here, bro. And see, the thing is that I was out here just coming for a tattoo session, right? So we were just gonna ride the 4-wheelers and then just get back to the crib, you know what I'm saying, and then just do a little, you know, tattoo session. So long story short, I have another little wreck, but it was a funny wreck, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, at this point we're like, fuck it, we done got away with it. But when I get back to the crib, when we get back to his crib, like I realized that, oh shit, my side is
killing me.
You know what I'm saying? I look up, you know what I'm saying, and one of my ribs is fucked off. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it's from, you know, when I always looked at, you know what I'm saying, like straight up, I was like, man, my brother got superpowers. Can nobody fuck with me? He just, you know, I always feel like, you know, my brother's soul outside of rest, you know what I'm saying? He was at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he just still had so much he had to do around his world. I just feel like, straight up, a lot of people probably thought, crap, like, my brother was just flying around. He probably just seeing everything right now. You know what I'm saying? And like, he got a radar.
True angel.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up, he got a radar on his head. He probably like in Japan or some shit right now, looking at some shit. You know what I'm saying? And he got a radar on his head that go off if I'm in some trouble. And he can be here like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh shit, this nigga's in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And had to come and just grab me off my 4-wheeler and just pull me back and set me in the street and then went back flying on. You know
like,
what I'm saying?
damn, AJ,
you know what I'm
again?
saying?
Before he did, he knocked your ass in your ribs real quick.
Nah, he loved me. He wouldn't do that. What it was is I feel like what it was the handlebars from I feel like it was the handlebars because the handlebar and the impact because I still had to go forward. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I either should have went through them people fence or over it. You know, from the impact. But I went up and backwards. You know what I'm saying? So at that point I was like, man, can't nobody fuck with me about my brother? God, an angel fool. Like, man, can't nobody like I done been jumped, pistol whipped. You know what I'm saying? 4-wheeler incidents. You know what I'm saying? Made a non-believer a believer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I just told him like, bro, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? When we got back home, I was telling like, man, that's my brother. When we got back home, you know what I'm saying? The broken rib was in my brother's heart. With the stitches was broken loose.
Yeah, that's him letting you know.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I told you, bro, but I couldn't get tattooed that night. Wasn't no getting tattooed that night. You know what I'm saying? But that's man. Yeah. So I'm sorry. The point of this story is how God checked me. You know what I'm saying? So for a long time, you know, I was like, man, I was praising my brother, like. You know, and to anyone who has lost someone, I feel like you should connect with them. You should talk with them. You know, there's nothing like, you know, ask for them to come to you. You know what I'm saying? Love them, speak to them, pray to them, worship them. You know what I'm saying? But I always make sure you put God first and understand where that's coming from. Yeah. Understand, like, can't none of that happen without God. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I got to the point, I was actually seeing my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't tell a lot of people this, only a few people know this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, like, man, just like how you here, my brother was here. And I ain't gonna get too deep into it because we'll have to be here for too much longer and it's probably too much more tears involved, but like, it was years ago. And like, I even got Lord Tim tattooed on my back, so I was like, man, my brother is a God. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all played while he was here and didn't understand, like, you know what I'm saying, the significance of, you know what I'm saying, the weight his heart carried and everything, you know what I'm saying, due to his illness and stuff like that. But shit, nigga, who's laughing now? He's flying around this big and do whatever he want to do, you know what I'm saying, for eternity. You know what I'm saying? Living with all the greats, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Who really, like got real power. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be here for forever. Can protect me, can, you know what I'm saying, do whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I start, and hey, man, that's where, you know, so a guy had to sit me down for a second, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, hey, where you think I just come from? You know what I'm saying? Little fool one, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no God, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no multiple gods, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I was viewing my brother, like he was a God, because I'm like, man, like, I ain't doing all of this. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Yeah, I live ways, but getting jumped and pistol whipped and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, people can't come out of them incidents with no scratches on them, you know what I'm saying? All their teeth and still in their mouth and all of that. So
all them years of playing football and all that had you ready to brace for impact because you've been giving it, you know what I'm saying? So had you physically trained for that on top of having your brother in your life and all in you and over you and protecting you and cover.
Shout out to football, but man, you wearing them helmets and that's different for a boot going at your head.
Right. You was ready, brother. You was ready. Bro, like you had everything, man, traveling in your purpose. But you know what, bro? You give us a brief one on your clothing line because we're gonna have you on the show again. Man.
Oh man, I'm sorry, bro.
Nah,
you good. You know what?
Not at all, brother.
I already got captions for the show and everything.
And see, here's the thing, man, because like my brother is the clothing line.
No doubt.
That's why I guess I'm here talking about the clothing line, but I get so carried away talking about him.
Hey,
No,
you're not getting carried
Because,
away.
you
All
know,
good,
you are
baby.
good.
All good.
But yeah, man, when I came home from college, man, everybody was like, you should be a personal trainer. And shit, to be honest, it just felt funny, like training people to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always played football at a high level, you know, wherever team I was at, you know, I was a captain or, you know, I played at a very, very high level. So getting better and getting stronger. And then I was always one of the strongest and one of the biggest, you know what I'm saying, due to my age. So I'm like, man, like just helping like my friends and, you know, my my teammates and my co-captains or whatever, you know what I'm saying, get better and get stronger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was natural. So to come home and have to charge people, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, to get healthier, it was just funny to me. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't go stun. I got into it at first, you know, but I feel like, you know, I still do it a little bit, but I'm only willing to deal with people who's very passionate about it. Cause I do feel like anybody can have anybody that they want. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like that, you know, the biggest I've ever been in my life, probably like 270 pounds. So I tell you that, you know, I probably wouldn't believe it, but that was probably like my junior year going into Timberview. You know, I just still had a lot of baby weight on me, stuff like that. But by my senior year came, I was 263 when I got to Timberview my junior year. By my senior year came, I was 210. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like, you know, under the right program, and that was what they instilled, the program just been going from Dunbar to a 5A program. With the better, you know what I'm saying, meal plan and, you know, works all that, and then just incorporating my own passion for fitness, it just meshed very well. And I was just, you know, and I just seen that. And once I came home, everyone was like personal training, but I just wasn't into it. You know, I just really wasn't into that. You know what I'm saying? I really felt like the clothing line and the brand is where, you know, I should start. You know what I'm saying? I really felt like I wanted to start something that, you know, everyone can feel like, for one, I wanted it to be for everybody.
Yeah.
For everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to start something to where you felt like you couldn't wear it or it wasn't comfortable or you had to be associated with XYZ or you had to be the strongest guy in the gym or any of that, you know what I'm saying? Or it's for everybody. You black, white, blue, big, small, average, whether you were a 3X or a medium. You know,
Yes.
you know, and you know, whether you really, you know, what, you know, so I that was the one thing. And my brother was very big on family. You know, very, very big on family. So, man, it was a no-brainer. I was like, okay, man, Teddy gonna be the logo for sure, you know, because it's all about love and passion and spreading them good memories and shit, you know. A lot of people think, you know what I'm saying, that you store them good memories in your head, but they're really in your heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, you know what I'm saying? That's where that's where all your emotions and your love and your anger and everything gets connected to. You know what I'm saying? So Teddy gonna be the logo, and then shit, we're gonna be called fam. My brother was big on family. You know what I'm saying? He was real big on family. As dysfunctional as mine is. Shout out to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was a point in my life to where actually, like, man, I got very lonely. And man, I had issues with my own family and people who I thought, you know, like loved me. And like once I wasn't, you know, on my way to be a big football star, like I lost all value to them. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
It was the meal ticket, but not the meal ticket.
Man, I ain't gonna stun. I was at school. I had family members sending me money and everything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Once I came home, like, to take care of my family, it was like, so, you know. But you know, it was times, you know, like, bro, like before fam even reached this platform, like I I can just go to my Instagram page and I just like, man, yeah, this the family right here. Man, it made me feel good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nice. I didn't have nothing, bro. I started off with 24 t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this coming far away, like, and out of them first 24, like, I didn't even know how to sell them. Like, I just wanted people to wear them. I just wanted people to hear the story and to feel me. You know what I'm saying? And my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people who close to me really know my brother. Like, man, yeah, bro, we got to get this Teddy Bear on everybody, bro. We got to get this Teddy Bear on everybody, bro.
Definitely.
Junior going to be all over the world. That good energy and that love going to be all over the world. But, man, yeah, that's fam. And Instagram, letter U, fam. Number 4 ever. You know, we going to be here forever, man. And we going to go up from here. So,
Man, I tell you what, bro, you got a brother and a client or a customer and me forever, man.
Yes,
man,
that's a
appreciate
fact. That is a fucking fact.
man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Appreciate
man. But
that,
we,
man. Well, we taking one more shot or something. What,
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah, we
definitely
already
gonna,
pulled it up. It's just been chilling.
Yeah, we
I
definitely
done drank
gonna,
mine. I gotta
Really
pull
big
one back.
catch up.
Yeah, go
But yeah,
ahead.
we
Yeah.
definitely gonna take one before we leave. And also, as always, rest in peace, Junior. Gonna
Yes,
be
sir.
forever. With your story, he gonna be forever in our hearts too.
Man,
Spider, where you
forever,
at?
in
You
our
part of the
heart.
fam
Forever,
too.
man.
Where you at,
Forever.
Spider?
forever, man.
And we before I'm gonna say it for our listeners and for our viewers. We definitely gotta have you back
Yes.
on
Oh, yes.
for part
Yes.
two.
Most
bro.
definitely.
Yeah.
You got
Appreciate
more
that,
to
man.
tell us. You
Oh,
got
yes.
more to tell
Most
us.
I got some
Yes.
stories for sure.
Yeah,
we gonna
man.
We wanna
look in
hear
here
'em.
one day.
I'm sitting up here like, damn, I wish we had one more hour.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause I was intriguing a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. You
Yeah.
telling the shit out them stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, golly.
It's
We
drew you
definitely
in.
gotta have
That's
a
a
part
fact.
two.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
That's a
definitely.
bet. That's a
Definitely
bet. Don't
gotta
worry,
come
we're
back
gonna
for
get
part
off
two.
this air, and I'm gonna tell y'all this story about man.
Yeah.
But yes, once again, we do appreciate you stopping through. And we definitely will have you back. And as always, before we leave, Jay Clem, I always leave us with something positive. Jay Clem, what you got on your mind?
Man, just after all of that, it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Just letting Junior, your little brother, your little big brother's my little big brother now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So whenever you need to use me as a vessel to give him a message, let me know and I'm going to give him that message. If I got to be on his ass like you would be, I'm going to be on his ass. Hopefully you accept it.
Oh, like a motherfucker. That's excuse me, that's that
You
drink.
good, you good, bro.
Constructive criticism, man. Everybody needs to learn how to take it, man. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying? Everybody needs to learn how
Yeah.
to take it, man. For real.
And just always understand every man has their story. Every man has their story.
Yeah.
It's whether or not we're willing to listen, which
Yep.
we should be. Shut the fuck up, take a back seat, and let somebody express themselves. Cancel culture.
Yep.
Let people get things off their chest that they need to get off their chest that may be bothering them to get them to a better place where they can be a better person.
Yep.
Life can be therapeutic if you let it be. You know what I'm saying? And this young brother right here is the true definition of overcoming life's obstacles. We all have them, whether they're short or tall. Everybody has a story to tell. All right. Opinionated Podcast, one love, because the other is not worth mentioning.
Yes, sir. And we once again we definitely appreciate that. And once again we do appreciate you coming out, telling us your story, and we definitely want to hear more of the story. And tell them one more time how they can reach you.
Oh yeah, man. Check me out. IG, man. Letter U, fam, FAM, number 4, EVER. Should read Ufam forever. Don't forget that. We're here forever.
No
Oh,
doubt.
yeah.
For the chubby niggas, ladies out there, hey, it got you looking sexy. Look at
Man, we got you covered. 3X, 4X, what you need.
Yeah, look at the back. Look at the back. Back.
Forever.
And
Yeah,
forever.
it's a little stretch, but look at
Yeah, it looked different in this medium. It looked different. But yeah, hey man, before we get out of here, one more shot
oh yeah,
to Junior, man.
Junior.
The junior.
To Junior.
All right, we felt you in this room, brother. I know you. You know, and looking at your brother, I'm sure I see your face.
Oh,
All
All right,
for
so
sure.
rest in peace, brother. Spider, what you got for us, man? I know you on the
Yeah,
wall.
I take air when I'm
Excellent show.
Thank you.
Yes, once again, shout out to Spider MZ Studios for having us. And once again, my name is Jeezy J Clam Kiki D Bates, special guest fam.
Fam.
Yes, and once
Man,
again,
round of
we
applause,
are the,
man.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Man, thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
Good.
Straight up, bro.
and once
Yes.
again, we are the Opinionated Podcast, and we out.
Hey, peace.
Peace.